Hi guys. So this is a very special session, part of the discussion between Mukesh Ambani and Mr. Huang. So these two gentlemen are a great person in business industry or business, and they have their own visions. One is great in terms of like technology, the the way he has, I mean, improved the AI industry is a really a remarkable step. And another guy who is a Mukesh Ambani, who has also revolutionized many things in India, as you already know, telephone industry earlier, like oil, as Reliance Group. So both company is a super successful company. And so Reliance and Jio, these two are the uh, icon company considered to be in India. So these two gentlemen, listen them now. It is better to listen them than me. Okay, go ahead. All right, listen.
Surely at Geo and in India. And this leads to one of the things that I want to announce with you. As you know, in order to lead in artificial intelligence, you need to have AI model technology that India has. You need to have data, massive quantities of data, and using a the last thing you need is AI infrastructure. And uh, we're announcing that Reliance and Nvidia are partnering to build AI infrastructure here in India.
Absolutely. You
And
know,
and then and then and then the thing that I will say is that in order ultimately to create that into a flywheel is one of the great advantages that India has, which is a very large population of users. And so now you have the fundamental ingredients, AI, data, and AI infrastructure, and you have a large population of users that ultimately creates your AI flywheel. The thing that I really love, and when I met Modi ji, the first time he asked me to meet his cabinet was to, this has got to be about 6 years ago. He asked me to address his cabinet about artificial intelligence. And I was so surprised. It was literally the first time any government leader, any national leaders asked me to address his cabinet on this particular topic. It was long before anybody was talking about artificial intelligence. And my last visit with him, he said this, and it was really quite profound. He said, I was explaining to him the concept of AI infrastructure and why it's essential for every nation to have their own AI infrastructure, like their own communication, their internet infrastructure, their roads, like energy, of course, and of course, intelligence should be part of your infrastructure, and the manufacturing of intelligence should be part of your infrastructure. And he said this. He said it makes complete sense that India should manufacture its own AI, manufacture your own AI. You should not outsource. You should not export data to import intelligence. That India should not export data to import intelligence. And he said,
absolutely.
and Modi ji said, it's like India should not just export flour to import bread.
Right.
We should add value to the data ourselves. And and the partnership that we have is to start that journey, to build the underlying infrastructure so that India could have your own infrastructure. You surely have your own computer science expertise. And you also have your data. You have a giant population of users to drive that flywheel. And then one more comment. Uh, this is the thing that that he was most inspired by 6 years ago. He said that artificial intelligence has the ability to elevate the entire population of India. And the reason for that, I was talking earlier to him about the fact that there are so few people in the world who knows how to program a computer. Programming is not easy Here in India, it's the largest population of of programmers in the world. However, still programming is not easy. Most people don't know how to program Python or C++ or Pascal or Fortran, or Java. But everyone knows how to program an intelligence. And so the ability to program computers is available to a small population, but the ability to program AI is something that everyone can do. And if AI could be put into the hands of every citizen, it would elevate and put into the hands of everyone this incredible capability you and I get the benefit from called
Are you a doctor? Do you run your own practice or have a hospital? And are you thinking
computers. And this computer could now benefit everybody in society. And that he explained that back to me. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that is why I started by saying that we are very fortunate to have a visionary leader
Yeah.
who believes not only in vision but in execution.
Yeah.
And Jensen, let me tell you my own experience in India. First, right, as our Prime Minister has said that this is a new aspirational India. What we have today is we are among the only country in the world where the average age of 1.4 billion Indians is below 35. So what is driving our economy is not only new technologies like AI, but also aspirations. And I believe that you know the Prime Minister, and I believe that his leadership in terms of converting India to a premier digital society has been vital and continues to drive activity at the ground level. So it's demography, it's leadership. The third factor is that we as Indians have the raw talent. You talked about converting 200,000 people into this, but I believe there are millions, right? If we now see India has become home, right, among
Exactly. So, what the Mukesh Ambani is saying here, which is exactly the view of minds also, that we only not only consider our technology power, we have a human power, and we are the largest young population in the world. And this, and young people and young India have so much capability, so much talent, so much competency that they can even win the complete world. And by using these new AI technology, it is almost giving the, I mean, ice on the cake for us, right? Let's continue.
all the companies across the world. We are our fastest in growing industry is global competency centers. So we do space research in India, we do pharmaceutical research in India. I'm sure that you are
Quantum
thinking of
computing.
building
Yep.
chips in India.
That's right.
We are in our own energy industry, we do bioenergy industry, all the energy majors, Shell, BP, right, actually do their innovation in India. So India is fast becoming an innovation hub for the world in terms of where we are and not the manufacturing hub.
And so we have over 10,000 engineers here in India
Absolutely.
ourselves.
So that's like our challenge. What we also have is
And another thing which you noted here, that Mr. Huang has mentioned that I mean, Nvidia has almost 10,000 employees in India. It is also a good sign for the AI world, or the future of AI in India.
we also have what I call the necessary infrastructure, and we've been fortunate that we have the connectivity infrastructure, which is equivalent to the roads. So if you don't have roads, you will not reach your destination. So I believe that today, apart from the US and China, right, India has the best digital connectivity infrastructure, 4G, 5G, and broadband in the world.
Yeah.
While I was listening,
Exactly. And so this is also another key point for India. Like India is a digital hub as of now after US and China. So India is the third largest digital hub in the world. And it is almost like guarantee India to become a third largest GDP in coming years. Listen.
listening to you, you talked about Nvidia being a exotic place. And I was thinking that when you are in India, I've got to give
So here Mukesh is mentioning that his version of Nvidia is a Vidya. Vidya is considered as a power of knowledge. Knowledge in India. In Hindi it is called Vidya. Vidya is knowledge. In English it is knowledge, and in Hindi it is called Vidya. And if you remember, one of my project name is Bina. Bina is the symbol of Vidya. Listen them now.
you my version of what uh, NVIDIA means to me. And I was just thinking about it backstage. There's a very important word link which is called Vidya, Vidya, right? And in Indian, in Hindi, as we are all determined to make the best LLM in Hindi, right? In Hindi, Vidya means knowledge.
I knew I named the company right. I knew it.
So even
Everybody said
See the see the reaction from Wang. He's really a gentleman. Yeah.
NVIDIA, what a horrible name. You will never make it.
so what it means,
I knew it. I stuck
yeah?
with it.
So you can take credit for this interpretation,
Gosh,
no problem, right? So it still is
gosh, I'm
getting,
smart.
it gets better.
What is Kafka and Zookeeper, and how can it help you? Imagine Kafka is a busy airport with many planes or
Better, Jensen. So if we think about Vidya, Vidya is Saraswati, and Saraswati is our goddess of knowledge. So when you actually devote yourself sincerely to the goddess of knowledge and you acquire knowledge, then in our tradition, the goddess of prosperity, which is Lakshmi, follows. So what you are doing is,
32 years ago, I knew this.
so our,
And now the story of NVIDIA has been revealed to all of you.
so our first principles, right, are what you are driving
Thank you.
is the knowledge revolution converting into the into what I call the intelligence revolution. And that drives prosperity across the world for all the 8 billion people. And I think that what we are at the doorsteps of is the new intelligence age. And on behalf of everybody, I am very proud to have you as my friend and welcome to India. And thank you for actually contributing to the world to bring the intelligence age in our lifetime, and hopefully together with everybody, this can drive to more prosperity for all the 8 billion people in the world, and particularly the 1.5 billion people in India.
Mukesh, it is such an honor and such a great privilege and an incredible joy to be able to contribute in this way. This is an extraordinary opportunity for India to have precisely the conditions to have such a large population and large industry of computer scientists at a time when this industry the computing industry is going to become the intelligence industry, leveraging on everything that you have, leveraging on everything that you know, and your indigenous advantage, enormous amounts of data, a large population of consumers to drive that flywheel of intelligence to data, data to intelligence, intelligence to data, and have the national will to go do something about it. This is such an extraordinary time, and I am honored and privileged to be partnered with you to do this. And let's let's make it a promise today that we will work together so that India could take advantage of the intelligence revolution that's ahead of us. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mukesh Ambani.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Huang and Mr. Mukesh Ambani, both of you. I hope that this will make a future to India in the AI world. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye. Take care, everyone.